Welcome to episode 22 of the Comedy Kitchen. I'm your host, Dennis Wirth, local comedian out of New England, bringing on all my friends from the comedy world to do my two favorite things in life, to cook up some dishes, do some stand-up comedy. Then we get to the best part, and that's the eating. I love to do the eating part. For my guest today, I brought on one of my friends in comedy. Please help me welcome Mr. Drew Dunn. Drew.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on
Great to be
today.
here. Very happy to be here.
All right. You actually won a contest to be on the Comedy Kitchen.
I did.
Tell me
Yes.
about the contest.
So the contest we had, it was down in Worcester at the Lucky Dog Music Hall. There was probably, 8 or 9 comedians there. It was a really fun time. Great show we put on out there. Came in first, won the trip here on the Comedy Kitchen, and also to open up for Steve Sweeney, and that was a great opportunity.
Last comic in the box for Joke in the Box
Last
comedy
comic.
clubs. All right, you're actually on a special episode because we have a new part of the episode. We have a new mascot for the Comedy
All
Kitchen.
right.
New mascot. Please welcome Bobo Banana. Come on,
Woo!
Bobo. Bobo has a question for us. Why do bananas use suntan lotion? I don't know, Bobo. Why? Because they peel. Off of Bobo.
Yeah.
I'll grab that off you, Bobo. Bobo, where you going, Bobo? Okay, Bobo don't know where he's going to go in the refrigerator. Bobo, we got a new segment coming up at you called Will Someone Get on an Elevator with a Life-Size Banana? Bobo, do you think someone get on an elevator with you? You don't know? I don't know either. Thank you so much for being on, Bobo. We'll see you at an elevator soon.
Yeah. Wicked.
Wicked? You thought that was wicked?
I love the
It took us
Rastaman.
3 takes, but it was wicked.
Yeah.
All right, today, Drew, we are going to be making some Belgian waffles.
Awesome.
You ready?
Yeah,
Your
I'm
stomach saying
pumped.
Belgian waffles today?
Ready for some Belgian
All right,
waffles.
before we do that, tell the folks, how'd you get started out in comedy?
Well, I'm pretty new to comedy. I've been doing it a little less than a year now. It was something I always thought about doing, and I saw one of my buddies from high school. I didn't really, I never really thought of him as a funny guy, and he was doing stand-up, and I went and saw one of his shows, and I could do that, so gave it a shot, and I've been having some fun.
It
and
looked fun.
Can't get enough of it now, so it's a blast.
It's an
yeah.
addictive hobby.
It really
isn't
is. It
Drew,
really
right?
is.
Once
Yeah.
you do it, you can't wait to get back out
Definitely.
there. It's scary at first.
It
Once you
is.
do it, then
Yeah.
You can't get enough of
Right.
it. That's good. Let's make some Belgian waffles,
do it.
Drew.
All
Whamma
right.
jamma. All right. We got to go in our clear bowl. We're going to put our dry ingredients. We need 2 cups of flour.
2 cups
Got
of
your cup
flour.
there. You got
all
your
right.
flour there. Who does the cooking in your house, Drew?
Not me. I
I'm
can
guessing
tell you
your
that
mom,
right
right?
now. My
You gotta
mom
give
does
mom
a
credit.
lot
Give
of
it
the
up for
cooking.
moms.
Yeah,
Come on.
moms do the cooking.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'd call my mom a cook. She's more of a defroster, I would say.
A defroster.
Not-
She makes the frozen Belgian
yeah,
waffles. don't she?
not much of a. Yeah, if
Just
this was
one.
my
Whamma
mom's.
jamma.
If this was my mom's episode, it'd be about 90 seconds long.
We'd have a microwave.
Yeah, it would be an Eggo and a toaster,
Okay.
and then buttering it.
Well,
That
now
was
you know
about
what? You can
it.
go home and show mom how to
Yes,
make the Belgian
exactly.
waffles. Okay. We need 2 1/3 tablespoons of sugar. You got your tablespoon over there.
Yep.
We got your sugar there. So you're going to throw 2 of those in and then approximate 1/3.
Approximate.
So you like it sweet, don't you?
I do.
And you know, most people are afraid of making a mess in the comedy kitchen, but not you, Drew. You're just going for it,
That's
man.
what I do. I know
We
you.
get a
Don't
little
beat
bit
around
in the
the
bowl,
bush
we'll be
at all.
good.
That's right. Exactly.
And the rest we can cook on the table
Yeah.
because we got to... All right, man, you're doing good. All right, as we get going here, Drew, tell the folks, all the time you've been doing comedy for the past year, what's one of your favorite memories in comedy?
I'd have to say my favorite memory in comedy was actually a show that we did together up over in the Leominster Country Club with Steve Sweeney. That was a real fun show. I had a great time, real great crowd, and just to be able to meet and do a show with one of the king of Boston comedy, Steve Sweeney, is once in a lifetime opportunity. Hopefully not once in a lifetime.
Right, but it was
but
a great memory.
It was a great memory.
You can
Absolutely.
always say you've worked with the king of Boston comedy.
Absolutely.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully we're going to be doing another show up there soon, so come on. It's the Westminster Country Club. Come on up there and join us for some fun. All right, next thing we're going to need is 2 teaspoons of salt.
Alrighty.
Get your salt over there. All right, Drew, next thing we're going to need is 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Your little red
All
can
right.
over there. Get your teaspoon.
Yep.
And you're becoming an old pro at this real quick.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to make less and less of a mess.
You're going to make mom some waffles, ain't you?
That's exactly
She
what
don't
I'll
have
do.
to cook anymore. You
Right.
show her how to cook now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom.
Whamma jamma. That's right. Okay. So I know you've been doing it, and some nights you hit a lot of open mics, and I imagine just starting out you did them.
Yeah.
You get the hecklers, you get the drunks. What's one of the craziest things that's happened to you in comedy so far?
Well, for me, I'd say probably the craziest show that I've done was my very first show. I went down to a club in Cambridge, and I showed up pretty late. We went out to dinner before. I showed up late. I was the 28th comic on the show, so
Just a little lineup.
Yes, very short lineup. Yeah, I went on at 1:30 in the morning to tell jokes to my dad, my fiance, and one drunk man who was still
Welcome
left
to
at the
comedy.
bar. Yeah, it was a great time. It's
Sure.
a poetic way to start the career, I guess. You know.
Nobody starts at the top. A lot of people think they should start at the top. Nobody starts at the
Right.
top, but that's good. All right, we're going to need a half a teaspoon of baking soda. That's the one in the box.
Right.
I don't think that's open yet. So you know how to open the baking soda. You're good. You're good.
Right. Half a teaspoon, we said, right?
Half a teaspoon. Launch that right in there. Beautiful. All right, we got a section of the show called Funny Food Questions. You ready for a funny
I
food
am
question?
ready. Let's do it.
Drew's ready for a funny food question. Drew, if you went grocery shopping and you came home with some sluts, what do you think you'd have?
I think I'd have a problem with my fiance.
You'd have a problem with your fiance. Okay. What you'd actually have is you'd have some soup. It's Japanese soup called soup for sluts. So if you don't want to cook up some soup for somebody, you get the sluts. And do you think they're selling a lot over in Japan?
I don't know. I don't know anybody would want to just show up and say, "Yeah, honey, I cooked you a nice bowl of sluts. I hope you enjoy."
It'd be a good seller. Maybe not in America. The Japanese, they like to cook, baby. Okay.
That's right.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have you whisk that up.
All
Actually, you
right.
want to hand me the eggs right over there? And as you're whisking that, I am going to show you how we separate an egg because we need some yolks and we need some whites.
I can tell you don't trust me with the fragile stuff, as I made a
Well,
mess
we're going to
over
show
here.
you. We need two. I'm going to do one. So as
Okay.
you're doing that, you keep an eye on me here, okay? We're going to separate it. And you just want to, you want to toss that yolk back and forth. And you see that all dripping out of there as I do that? That's what we wanted, okay? We want the white in the bowl, and we want the yellow in the egg. Once we got the yellow in the egg, we're going to put that in our liquid bowl. Do you know how to do this?
I think I can do it.
All right, I'm
give
going
it
to
a
launch
shot.
that one over there. Go ahead and grab an egg, and let's see in action.
I watch Food Network.
You have the hands of a surgeon. Actually, we got the Food Network's column. We're going to be pitching the old comedy kitchen
there
to
we
them.
go.
So, hey, who
Awesome.
knows? You might see us on there. You're getting like an old pro here. This is beautiful.
Pretty
I
good,
think
really.
you're good there, and you can launch that right in there. A couple of old pros. I'll grab those off here. We'll throw those in there. That's why Mom brings paper towels. Once I said she didn't, she almost hit me with them. So I never say, Mom, don't bring paper towels anymore. I know better. She's prepared. All right, this is beautiful. Okay, when you were young growing up, you're still young, but when you were younger, who were some of the mainstream comics that inspired you to want to try comedy?
Well, I mean, I listened to a lot of guys growing up, like, Brian Regan, Jim Gaffigan are definitely two of my favorites. And the first time I really listened to stand-up, we were, my family, we used to live in Washington State, and we drove all the way across the country. So when you have
Oh, boy.
like 75 hours to kill in a car, you end up listening
You
to
listen
a
to a lot
lot
of
of stand-up
comedy,
comedy. So
sure.
I was introduced to a lot of comics back then. The whole, those two guys are really the ones that
The
stood
one
out to me.
inspired you,
Yeah,
you wanted to
definitely
give it a shot at listening to them.
Right.
All right, next thing we need is 2 cups of water. So we got here, we get you some healthy water,
Oh, yes.
because I'm into health food, Drew.
I can tell, yeah.
Absolutely.
Looking great.
Keep eating the Belgian waffles. You look like me in
Yeah,
a few
that's
years,
just-
Drew. I'll tell you right now. It's no fun getting old, Drew. No fun.
Right in here with the
Right in
eggs?
there with the
All
liquid.
right.
All right, good stuff. All right, now
We say 1 cup or 2?
we got 2 cups,
There we go.
2 eggs yolks, 2 cups, and I'm going to whisk this up a little bit right here. All right. Next thing we got to do, we're going to turn on our little burner here, and we are going to preheat our little waffle maker here to get those getting ready for our stuff. Okay, and we're going to need 4 tablespoons of melted butter. You got your butter over there.
Yep.
And I got you a butter knife here, and if you want to look at the measurements there, cut it up and launch it right inside of here. You got us 4 tablespoons. What are some of your favorite dishes to eat, Drew? What do you look forward to?
I'm a fast food, fried food guy. I eat a lot of, burgers and fries, chicken.
Used to be a song, burgers and fries and cherry pies in the world. Okay. So you're like a fast food guy,
Yeah, I'm,
basically. At your age, you can get away with
Right,
that.
exactly.
I used to get away with it. I don't get away with it anymore.
I know.
All right, so we got our butter in here. We're going to cover that right up. We're going to let that warm up. And we need 2 tablespoons of canola oil.
Okay.
Got our canola oil. You get your tablespoon. We're going to put that right in our liquid ingredients. 1 and 2. Awesome. All right, I'll set that back off to the side. Okay, we still got our egg whites in this little bowl. You're going to want to take your beater, and you're going to want to beat those up till they're a little bit creamy, okay? And as we're doing this, as you're getting that going on the local scene, who are some of your favorite comics on the local scene to work with?
Well, one of my favorites, and it's a guy I think you know. His name is Dennis Wirth.
Good job, baby. That's right. All right. Who else we got?
Well, I do a lot of shows down in Boston, so I do some shows with Dick Doherty and things like that.
The Godfather.
Absolutely, and Alana Susko is one of the ones
She's one of the sweethearts of comedy.
Sweethearts of comedy, books a lot of shows in my area, so she's one of my favorites to work with.
Alana was on episode 3 of the Comedy Kitchen early on, making some chocolate chip cookies, yum yum.
Oh yeah.
And you can get
not going to compare to our Belgian waffles, though. I'll tell you.
No, Belgian waffles is where it's at. We'll have all of Leominster and Central Mass making Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
That's looking pretty good at this point, Drew, all right? So we're going to add that right into our liquid ingredients there. All right, we set that right off to the side here. This is beautiful. Okay, now we have to oil up our waffle iron. I got some oil. You got a little brush over there. Pour a little on. And paint that up like your Picasso.
Picasso.
That's right. You are the Picasso of Belgian waffles coming up pretty soon. All right, we want the bottom and the top. You want to get that all.
I'll put a little extra on.
All right. If you like it oily.
Is there another way
to like it? We don't want it to stick. Okay. And it's already heating up real good.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. See how our butter's doing. We're getting there with our butter. Looks like you got the whole thing drowned in vegetable oil. All right, we're going to close that right back
make
up.
it healthy somehow, I guess. Right?
It's all right. We'll get you looking like me before the episode's over. Don't even worry about that. Okay, so you got some more contests coming up, you said. Tell the folks a little bit of the contest you got coming up.
Right now I'm going into the semifinal round of a comedy competition at the Whippersnappers Comedy Club up in Londonderry, New Hampshire.
Okay.
So I got that coming up. That'll be on December 10th.
So get out December 10th. The Whippersnappers, give them some support.
I got some other shows coming up as well. Yeah, thank you, yeah.
What are some of the rooms they can catch you at doing your act?
So some of the other rooms you can do is, any Joke in the Box Comedy Club.
Yeah,
I do some shows up in Manchester at Murphy's Tap Room, the Shashkeen Pub. I work at, like I said, the Dick Doherty's Comedy Den, Laugh Boston, and other than that, we'll be...
And part of the contest coming up, you're actually at Joke in the Box in New Hampshire the first Thursday in what, December is it?
Yeah, I'll be at JD Chasers up in
First
Hudson, New Hampshire.
Thursday of December. Come on up. You can see Drew, you'll see me, and we'll all be in action right there. All right, let's see. We got our butter is melted. We're going to pour that right on in. And you'll want to whisk that up a little bit more for me there. I don't want to burn you. All right. Turn that off. All right, what you're going to do is you're going to add that right into our dry ingredients, and you're going to whisk those together. This is where it's starting to look good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You want to whisk it up. You want to keep it a little bit lumpy, but get it into a thick enough batter there. It's almost like you're playing an instrument, isn't it?
I know.
Give me a beat.
Yeah.
Come on. Waffles by Pansy. True. All right. All right, that's looking pretty good because we want it a little lumpy. We don't want it too fine. All right, we set that back down. You're going to grab your ladle over there. And we're going to open up our waffle maker, and we're going to pour some right in there.
Just about deep frying it at this point.
Hey, deep-fried waffles. But it's vegetable oil, so it's healthy.
That's healthy. That's right.
It's not like it's lard or something. Then we'd really be in trouble. And you want to cover about 3/4 your bottom. A couple more. One more, and I think we're good. All right, And we are going to close up our waffle maker. All right, now that's going to start to cook them up there as the vegetable oil pours out of there. The mom's prepared. We'll catch our vegetable oil. Okay, Drew, I know you're early on in your career, but years from now, you get done comedy, you look back, what do you want to be remembered for? What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish in comedy?
I want to make sure I'm always doing it to have fun. That's the big thing for me. Is it's got to be fun every time. If it starts to become a job or annoying, and it's got to be fun for me. And I'm the kind of guy, on stage, I do a lot of different voices and accents, and that's something I kind of like to be remembered for.
Okay, sure, yeah. When you can make people laugh and do what you love to do,
Absolutely.
you never work a day in your life.
Definitely.
And if you're getting paid to do it, you get paid to have fun. How can you beat that in life?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Absolutely.
Of course I'm right. Okay. Can you hear it sizzling in there?
I can hear it sizzling.
All right, so we're going to get ready now. I'm going to give you a fork. Get you a plate.
Wow. Expensive china for this one.
Give me a plate. We don't mess. We spare no expense with no budget here at the Comedy Kitchen, okay? It's just all beautiful. But who knows? Someday we're going to get there, Drew. Someday.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
The Food Network's going to say, Dennis, the Comedy Kitchen's coming. We'll give you a budget. Then, Bobo Banana might, who knows what we could get with that, I mean, hey, we got a budget. Do you think someone's going to get on an elevator with Bobo Banana?
I might get on an elevator
You'd
with
get on an
Bobo.
elevator?
Yeah.
So if an elevator opened and you saw Bobo standing there,
I'd say, hey, man, how's
then
it
you'd
going?
walk around. That's
Don't
right.
roast a banana, man.
We got a banana tonight. All right, let's see now. Why don't you open that up and see how we're looking? Ooh, almost looking at me. A little bit more. Put it back down.
Not quite Belgian
We're
yet.
almost getting to the Belgian waffles.
Now let me ask you, what makes it Belgian?
Well, simply the ingredients
Okay.
and the fact that it's going to rise. The other ones,
Gotcha.
you see how it's all bubbling there on the top?
Yeah.
That means it's all fermenting, okay?
Good deal.
So the yeast is going to rise in this one, and then a regular waffle that just quick in the morning. You want to get the kids off to school, you make the regular waffles. You want to sit down with your lovely fiance, you make the Belgian waffles,
Right.
see?
Okay.
See, I'm getting you prepared, because your
That's
fiance is
what I
going to
like,
want
yeah.
you to cook, see? You ever get in trouble, you make her the Belgian waffles,
That's
you sweeten
right.
her right up with the syrup. Life's good in paradise again, Drew.
That's what it's all about.
I'm divorced. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Lift it back up. Let's see. If I know how to make a relationship work, hey, I wouldn't be here. Let's see how we're doing here. Doobie-doo. Doobie-doo. All right, you know what? Why don't you grab your tongue? Well, you know what? I might be able to slide or I might not. You know what it is? It's drenched in vegetable oil. All right, we want to look crazy with that. But what are you going to do? All right. So we have a soggy, drenched waffle in vegetable oil. Then I'm going to cut in half, and we're going to enjoy up right now. All right, you ready?
Good. I'll look like you by the end of this waffle, right?
That's right. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to slide this onto your plate. All right, you like fruit? We got some blueberries for this episode.
Let's put some blueberries on
Put some
there.
blueberries on. I'll put some blueberries on mine.
Vegetable, fruit, we got the whole
You
pyramid
got your
on
syrup
here.
over there. You're going to throw some syrup on yours. You like syrup? You a big syrup guy? or
Yeah,
no?
I actually am a pretty
You like the
big
syrup. You
fan
like
of
it
syrup.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm right, yeah.
Sweet and sticky.
That's right.
All righty. I'll throw a little bit on mine over here. All right. You know what else we got? We got some powdered sugar here.
All right.
A couple sprinkles for you. A couple sprinkles for me. You ready for the best part of the show?
I am.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Let's see what's going on here.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah,
A
good.
little bit oily.
Yeah.
I like oil. All right, Drew. This is the Comedy Kitchen. We've done the cooking thing.
Yeah.
Would you be nice enough to give the folks at home some of your stand-up comedy?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
He would love to, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Comedy Kitchen. Now you know how to make the Belgian waffles. You can cook those up in the weekend for your sweetheart and enjoy some good eating. Be sure to check out my website, www.denniswirth.webs.com. Joke in the Box Comedy Clubs, and one of the guys been my privilege to book. Keep an eye out for him in the future. Please help me welcome my friend, Mr. Drew Dunn. Go get him, Drew.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. Very happy to be here. So my name is Drew Dunn. I come from a pretty big family. I'm one of 7 kids in my family. Yeah. So, my parents took that job seriously. 'Cause most parents are like, we should stop at 2 and think about how we're going to pay for college. And mine are like, no, let's just see how close we can get to being poor while still having a house. It's different growing up in a house that big, though. Money was usually pretty tight. My mom was, as you know now, was not a great cook. She was more of a, far from an Iron Chef, more of a tin cook at that. And, so for that, when she didn't feel like taking what was left in the refrigerator, putting it on top of noodles and calling it a casserole, it's a bologna Pop-Tart souffle, just shut up and eat it. When that wouldn't happen, we would go and get fast food. And is it just me, or has fast food gotten worse over the years? Because, like, when I was younger, it was amazing, You get to play in the play place, you get a toy, the food tastes great. But now I drive past a McDonald's, and I'm just like, do I really want to do that to myself today? Again? My stomach is screaming no, but I'm already in the drive-thru lane, so I'm not going to turn around now. I do think it's getting worse, though. Like, I went to a McDonald's the other day, and I was just getting a little bit of lunch. I got a McChicken and some fries. I brought it home and unwrapped it, and there was no bottom bun on the sandwich. My first thought was like, all right, McDonald's, is this some McCafe crap? Oh, yes, this is our open-faced, deconstructed chicken cutlet tostada. Enjoy. Can we just say stop with that, McDonald's? Like, no matter what you do, you're always going to be the place that we go for just the worst part of a cow ground up and smashed into a patty for $1. Nobody's going there for a parfait, okay? Like, you're never going to hear somebody say, honey, you've been working hard all week. I want to take you out someplace nice, someplace amazing. Oh, honey, let's go to the McCafe. I hear their Shamrock Shakes are to die for. This just doesn't happen. There was no bottom bun. I still ate it, okay? I'm not going to go back and complain to McDonald's. I'm not a middle-aged mother. Is there seriously no bread on this? This is ridiculous. I need to speak to your 16-year-old manager right away. I was eating, and I got about halfway through, and that's when it kind of hit me, Isn't the bottom bun the first step? Like, shouldn't that be the very first thing you put on the... Like, what kind of sandwich-making savage is behind the line at McDonald's? Like, all right, a McChicken. Meat on the counter. Slap a bun on top, wrap it up. I'm loving it. Fast food is getting worse, though. And you can tell fast food is getting worse because you can now get breakfast at Taco Bell. Yeah, they don't have a Belgian waffle there. Is there a worse way to start your day than fast food breakfast? All you're doing is ensuring that all of your bowel movements are going to be an emergency. Oh, that was actually pretty good. I gotta go now! Like Taco Bell, they started to change it up a little too. They hired a professional chef, and they started doing all these commercials where she'd walk into a kitchen that's clearly not a Taco Bell kitchen because it's clean. She'd walk in on these commercials, she'd kick in the door and catch a tomato at a midair, like, hello. I have been working with Taco Bell for years to perfect the recipe of my... Is that a burrito? I have high standards in my kitchen, and let me tell you, nothing leaves these doors unless it's perfect. Yeah, if only the 17-year-old stoner who's actually making your burrito held those same standards. Ah, it looks good to me, man. Like, send it. I'm not eating it. Who cares? I've always wanted to see them, though, take that same style of commercial and apply it to their new breakfast menu, To help us craft our authentic Mexican breakfast menu, we hired Pablo, the line cook from Denny's. Hello? The first thing is the waffle taco. Well, one morning I was really hungover, and my eggs fell on my waffle, and I ate it. And it was good. I'm inspired to use fresh ingredients in my food, like egg beaters, egos. I mean, all you're really doing if you get a fast food breakfast is giving yourself to call out of work for the day. Boss, I'm not going to be able to make it in today. What happened? I had a waffle taco for breakfast. Jesus, Johnson. Take the rest of the week off. We're still cleaning up from the last incident. And that's all for me, guys. Again, my name is Drew Dunn. Back up to Dennis.
Great job, Drew. All right, I want to thank everybody at home for tuning in the Comedy Kitchen. I thank our studio audience. I thank our crew. And just remember to eat your Belgian waffles. And until next time, remember, eat well and laugh well, folks. Good night.